What we got? Let's do it.
You talked a little bit about trying to find your rhythm during the preseason. Just does a night like this make it feel like you have it, or can these kind of nights just happen where you score a lot of points and that's just how it goes? Do you get what I'm saying?
Um, okay. Not trying to make about me, but I'm trying not to focus as much in the outcome of the game, winning because I can't control that, win or lose or whatever the case might be, or points. But that doesn't define, if you're in rhythm or not. Still, like I'm not where I think I can be, and it's not about points. That doesn't mean when I want to be I'm going to score 50 or 60 or I'm going to score 40 again. But like there's a thing, there's things are clicking. The ball is moving faster. The ball feel like an extension of myself. I'm on balance more. I'm in shape more. All those little things combined put you in rhythm, and then you can put yourself in a position to help the team. I think tonight we did a good job, defending, protecting the rim. Obviously, we could be a little bit better with the ball at times, but still, we moved the ball side to side. We got open threes. We got easy layups. We from our defense, we started get some transition points. We were able to rebound the ball. Brook was phenomenal again in defending the paint for us and being there for us, covering for us. Drew playmaking all night. JC defending and making it tough for everybody. Grayson was Grayson, made shots. Like I think as a team we're in a good place. But we gotta keep on coming together. We gotta keep on getting better.
In the past, when you'd get out in transition, it felt pretty much like a given that they were going to give a take foul. Like most teams just kind of decided to do that. Did you have to like retrain yourself? Because it used to be like you'd see it coming and try to pass it and then get it back. Like, did you have to remind yourself that they can't just hit you with the take foul this year?
Be honest with you, wasn't even thinking about that. Usually I just if there's an open man, I try to give it to him. But now, so what you're telling me is that they cannot stop me when I'm coming down. Like we're in 2 versus 1, 3 versus 2. They cannot just.
I mean, they can, but they'd be giving up the free throw and the ball.
Um, didn't think about it, but I think as the season goes on and I get a little bit of moments in the game that happen, I get more comfortable with it. I understand it better. I find a way how to take advantage of it more. But for now, I still, try to focus on myself as much as I can and try to make the right play at the right time. If somebody's open, I hope I can deliver the ball for him for the open three.
Bud mentioned the manner in which you shot your threes and made those stuck out to him, like the confidence. You said he's like the pull-up jumper. What does that say to you? I guess that when asked about you, that's what his head goes through. Just so, what does that mean to you if he's noticing the way that you shot those and made them, and it sort of felt special to him, or at least important to him that it looked that way?
It's a great compliment from your from your head coach. I've been working on it all summer. I've been working on it my whole life. I believe I'm a great shooter, and I think shooting's all about confidence. At the end of the day, once you started believing that you can make shots, eventually you're gonna make shots. I work on my technique. There's hours behind my work. Now it's all about the ball going. If the ball doesn't go in, it's okay. I'm okay with myself. If the ball goes in, great. But at the end of the day, I try to shoot as many shots as I can with confidence, without second guessing myself, and hopefully I can make more shots than I miss.
You became the franchise's all-time career leader in free throws made tonight, passing Moncrief. Just what does that mean to you to kind of get one more milestone for made free throws.
That's a great accomplishment. Proud of the journey. Being able to be up there with the greats in the Macriv, it's special. But at the end of the day, I got to keep on working hard, keep on helping my team be great, and along the way when you do that, good things happen. Like tonight, just have a funny story about Chris. Me and Chris after the game, we're talking about who's the best free throw shooter, and I was like, Chris. And Grayson said, no, it's you. You've made more than Chris. I was like, oh yeah, it's me, but and then I give him the example that, hey, Kobe have the most missed field goals in NBA history, so it's funny to me. But at the end of the day, it's being up there, and it's a part of my game that I always try to get better. I always try to improve, but just being up there with them, it's a great feeling.
In the season opener, Brooke had 4 threes. Tonight he had 3. I think he started off 3 for 3. When he first got here, it was, like 7-foot Klay Thompson. He's going to keep shooting threes and keep shooting threes. In the last couple of years, guys have gone away from that a little bit, where he's been in the post more. What does it mean to have him back up on the 3-point line and shooting more of those again?
He can make shots. He's a great 3-point shooter, and he deserves, if he wants to shoot 2-3 feet behind the line, open threes. He has the green light to do so. He does so much for us defensively, as a leader, how vocal he is, and he's really good at it. In Philly, he showed it to us that he can make shots. Today he started 3 for 3, and when he's open, we have to deliver the ball for him. Obviously, he's so dominant down there too. So it's a battle. It's a battle. If I was Brooke, the way I think, I try to mix both in. I try to get 2 post ups, 1 threes, 2 threes, 1 post up, get to the free throw line. Just try to mix everything in as much as I can. But just having a guy like 7-1 guy that can space the floor for us and let Chris be great, let Drew be great, Grayson be great, line us to attack downhill, and he just being ready to catch and shoot. It's big for us.
You were, I guess, 15 or 14 of 16 inside the restricted area tonight, and Houston's a pretty young and long team, right? What did you see, and maybe more accurately, physically feel as you were going inside against these young guys that allowed you to exhibit that kind of force down low?
Great players, big bodies, length. All of those guys played hard, but I think my teammates just put me in a position to score. I think like Drew gave me like 3 or 4 passes that I was wide open by myself. There was other times that I was able to, kind of get in the paint before help came in, and I was able to finish a lot of transition one-on-one, plays. So kind of they never had the chance to kind of crowd the paint. I think just my teammate just put me in a good position that I was able to be 14 for 16. But obviously they play great defense. They have so much talent over there. Young team, they keep getting better, they keep playing hard. I think their future.
Mike, it seemed Drew really wanted to put his mark on the game early, defensively, first possession of the game, if you will, and then even offensively. What did you see from him in the early going tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that was vintage Drew to start the game, both ends of the court. Offensively, just felt like he had a really good pop. Felt like the ball was coming off his hand. In every situation, his drives, his threes. too. So those two guys were very good.
I'm just curious for you, what stands out about that 44 from Giannis?
The 44.
Yeah.
I think his ability to get to the paint is good, but the confidence that he shot those 2 threes with, the pull up jumper at the top of the key, he did a lot of it himself. I feel like, I don't know that we were able to get him the ball, but they stay attached to him in a lot of pick and roll situations, stuff like that. So he just, I think our defense, stood out to, in a weird way to help Giannis get his 44. I felt like, there were a lot of possessions where we were getting stops and being able to play in transition. So, he's special.
Just offensively, I think you shoot 50% from the 3-point line. After the opener, I know that percentage was down a little bit, but when we talked to Jordan today, he said you guys are pretty happy with the looks that you got. Just what have you thought of the offense and kind of how it's worked, even though the first night there's 90 points and tonight there's 125?
Yeah. I think, you got to be able to win a lot of different ways in this league. And, we're trying to develop a little bit of versatility and to win an ugly one on the road to open the season. And, with only 90 points, and then tonight to shoot it the way we did, 50 plus from 3. And, George Hill, the way he shot it, Drew, obviously, Grayson had some good looks he didn't make. Serge made a couple. So, we feel like that's, the holy grail. If we got, one of the best rim attackers in the league and we can put 3-point shooting around him, that's when we're at our best.
10 blocks as a team. Brooke had 5 of them. Just having his presence from the start of the season, just how much of a difference does it make on that end of the floor for you?
Yeah, I feel like he even had more. Just felt like our rim protection, our presence at the rim was really good. Our guards, keep coming in the pick and rolls and ability to contest and kind of bother their shooters. They got some really good young guards, and Porter Jr. and Jalen Green. So, but I think that presence at the rim, those guys are thinking about that. So it's really, he, Giannis, and Serge are doing a very good job.
There's 6 blocks in the opener. How do you view that, I guess, because I know sometimes steals don't always mean great defense at times, but block shots, especially dunk attempts at the rim, when that happens and you look back at it, even in film, what does it say to you, I guess, as a defensive coach? Is it their timing? Is it just strength to do it without fouling even?
Yeah, Brooks just very unique, and obviously Giannis and Serge are, similar too. And I think it's just a willingness to cover for your teammate. We want to be there for each other. We want to cover. We want to guard the ball better. Hopefully maybe we're guarding the ball a little bit better. It's giving that guy a little bit more time to get there. But we've really we've always leaned hard on Brooke. And really, Giannis is, I think, a special shot blocker, and Serge is in that same kind of category. So it's we work on it. We talk about it a lot. It's important. We need it. And they supply that in a pretty high level way.
Coach, with Middleton and content out for the next several weeks, what are you having Grayson Allen do in the context of the offense? I see him driving a bit more, handling a bit more, but still taking a pretty heavy diet of outside shots. What's his role like for the next several weeks?
Yeah, hopefully, the ball's in his hands a little bit more. He's getting to, be kind of a primary ball handler, pick and roll guy, get him and Giannis in some 2-man games, him and Burke in some 2-man games. And, we feel like he's getting some good looks, but he's got a knack for driving it. And, in some ways, I think I'd like to get it in his hands more while Chris and, Joe and PC are out, and we've done it some, but in some ways I'd like to do it even more.
I'm curious with Giannis, just trying to manage his minutes tonight. You guys go up like 20 or something like that at the start of the 4th quarter, and I know you don't play until Wednesday. Is that kind of like part of the calculus that he needs to get his minutes and kind of get back to that spot?
Yeah, it felt like we had kind of reestablished ourselves to end the 4th quarter or 3rd quarter, and just needed to get him a couple more sprints. He got the one with him and Drew in transition about the 10-minute mark, for him to get that run. and play and just, get his conditioning. And it just felt like you might not get him back in if you took him out earlier. So just, trying to make sure he's, getting the reps and getting in shape and being ready for as we continue through it. All right. Thanks.